I just want to lie down. Do you see all this? Get the passport stamp. I forgot to bring mine. So we're about to begin our road trip up to Oregon for the weekend. We're going up for a wedding and it's not in Portland. So we are going to drive up, stop at some national parks along the way. Plan is to go to Redwood National Park, which is fitting for Return of the Jedi's 40th anniversary. And then hopefully stop at some bricks and minifigures along the way. There's one in Eugene, there's one in Salem. So we've got some options. I am not the biggest fan of long drives, but road trips are fun. So we'll see how this goes.
Let's take US 101 north. Continue straight for 4 hours and 14 minutes.
Only 4 hours and something.
Oh, cool, cool. No doubt.
We made it to our first stop, and round of applause for a personal best consecutive hours of driving time. I feel like the universe is giving me signs for food trucks in Lego City. Stopped here at this brewery. So it's the next day.
Continue straight for 35 minutes to Davison Road.
And we are on our way to the Redwoods National Park. Between the fog earlier and now being behind this Final Destination vehicle ahead of us, it feels a little bit like a horror movie. So we are doing Trillium Falls. Does it feel like we're in Endor?
Yes. Where are the Ewoks?
I know this is not where that scene was filmed, but I could see how you could do a speeder bike chase out in these parks. Well, we may not have run into any Ewoks out here in the Redwoods, but we did find some wild elk. All right, the national park was awesome, but now it's time to head out and get to Bricks and Minifigs, Eugene. So Oregon has like 5 Bricks and Minifigures, and they're not too far apart from each other. Some are more up north in Portland, so I don't know that we'll get to all 5, but we are going to the first one, and that one is in Eugene. And it is 3 hours and 57 minutes away. We
Exit
are
right
finally...
to exit 194B, I-105, Oregon 126 West, toward Eugene.
Finally almost at Bricks and Minifigs. Did it ever feel dicey at any point?
Yes.
If you're unfamiliar, BAM is a franchise, so there are many similarities store to store. However, each one still ends up with unique features and items that make them exciting to visit because you never know what you'll find.
Someone in Portland was selling like 800 pounds of Duplo. And we went in with 4 of the stores. We went in with Portland, Canby, and Vancouver, and us. So we got 200 pounds of Duplo. What is 200 pounds of Duplo? So it's built something.
How did you land on the name?
It was a contest. We asked the kids to name the duck, and everyone submitted. It was like an online Google form. Got like 100 submissions, and that was the one that we liked the best.
That's too cute. Do you need a Lego lunchbox for work?
I think I'll pass, but the backpack is pretty cool. So I haven't seen this before. It looks like your own pick a brick wall.
Yeah.
Is that something that only you have done, or have others?
As far as I know, yes. It's a trial thing we're trying out. Yes.
How does it work?
So the idea is people could request parts and we'll just bring them out to them. It's like we're going to try with it to keep it simple. Instead of looking up individual parts, like looking up brickling prices, we're going to do like the flat price, 25 cents per piece, maybe $5.
And do you find that people are mostly doing it for like mock buildings?
Yeah, people are doing mock building. So like during the pandemic, people got a lot of adults got into Legos, and now they're kind of graduating, so to speak, from building their own kits, following instructions, to building their own things. So we're getting a lot more requests for parts than we used to.
And that makes perfect sense because like I started building my own Lego City not long ago, right? And this is like godsend, so it's perfect.
Yeah. So
That's
we're
awesome.
not going to be able to have all parts possible, but we're trying to have as many as possible, like the common ones.
That's awesome.
And then we can order whatever we need to.
Yeah, thanks, Ryan.
Sure.
So we've made it to Lions, and you know what? You could build a really nice Lego house out here. You can forget about day 1 premiere launches because you're so far away from everything. But you could build a really big Lego house out here. Good morning, or afternoon, or evening, depending on where you are. This cabin behind me is the best Airbnb I've ever stayed at in my life. It is everything I've ever wanted. It is perfection. We are on our way to Silver Falls State Park to go to the 10 Falls Trails, I think it's called. It's about 7 miles, and then we'll go to Salem for Bricks and Minifigs. So I misspoke earlier. It is actually called the Trail of 10 Falls, and it is 7.2 miles. Hopefully we are not too deep into the summer where the waterfalls have dried up. There are 10 of them, so we'll see. We are going to the South Falls Trailhead because there's ice cream there, and maybe when we finish up, we'll get that as a reward or a treat, whichever. It's about 9 a.m., which is what we had planned on for getting here. Plenty of parking, You know what they say, the early worm gets
The worm.
Parking spot.
well, I was gonna say worm, but okay, so we're at South Falls and we want to take the rim trail to go all the way to the upper North Falls and then loop all the way back to here. So let's do it. Does this remind you of anything?
It's a korok seed.
Do you want to make the noise? We're getting very close. I hear it. So that's number 1 and we got 9 to go. What time is it?
10:30.
10:30. Over, under, back to the South Falls trailhead by 1:30 p.m.
Over.
Over. All right, let's see. So fall number 2, and you actually go behind the waterfall so you can continue on to the trail. Have you ever been behind a waterfall before?
I don't think so.
How do you rate this?
10 out of 10.
So this is Twin Falls. We're getting to a point in the day where the lighting isn't as great in some areas. It's pretty dried up, but that is Winter Falls. 12:08, 5 falls down, 5 to go. We've got 3 coming up in pretty quick time. 1:30, over, under. What are you thinking?
Still over.
Still over. Non-believer. Fall number 6, a little tougher to see, but it's there.
That's what she said.
Lower North Falls, fall number
8.
9 down. It's 1 exactly. We have 30 minutes, 1 fall to go. I think it's about a mile-ish to the next one. If you're gonna say under, what time do you expect us to get to the lot?
I'm not saying under.
You're saying over. What time do you expect us to get to the lot?
1:45.
How do you feel about stairs?
Yay.
Time check. I think I see it. Made it to the final one. Fall number
10.
It's 1:28. We can't remember if we had said trailhead or lodge.
I think it was the lodge.
Back to the South Falls trailhead. I think we might have said both at some point. 1:29.
Okay, you were right. So you can get me an ice cream.
Cheers. 10 Falls trails done, dusted. Next up.
Break some minifigs.
I just want to lie down. We made it! I'm very surprised they have no sign. If you're a fan of Lego, you know this is an expensive hobby. A-Falls walk out spending hundreds all the time, especially on release day. One thing we learned at the Salem store is they cater to kids and mostly sell a lot of the playable sets and figures as opposed to collectors and high-value retired or new in box sets. They've got some pretty sweet posters here. I'm pretty sure this one came out in 2013, but I don't know about this one. If you know, let me know in the comments.
It's like, okay, animals that fight each other?
That's Shima. Oregon is the home of Nike and their headquarters is here, and this shirt is phenomenal. Job well done. So we were thinking about getting something for the Lego City, but nothing here that really appeals. We did find Commissioner Gordon, so maybe we'll get that one. This bulk sale rivals the one at the Home Bam. $90 bag of bulk for $25. Smells good! Reveal time. Oh, that looks good. So I wasn't sure if this would work out, but we have a friend who works at Nike and he actually was able to get us some passes to go to the company store. So we are actually going to head up to Beaverton today. And on the way, or on the way back, we'll stop by some of the bricks and minifigs there. So there's one in Beaverton, there's one in Portland, and then there's also one in Canby. There's one in Gresham, but that might be a little too out of the way. But yeah, should be a fun day. Today is also the day of the wedding, which means that we are in a bit of a time crunch. We need to be back here by 2, which is why we're not going to go to all of the bricks and minifigs. But we do want to hit up Canby, which is on the way down, and I've heard that that is the biggest bricks and minifig store. Well, we've made good time, although we have realized that we will not be doing all of the bricks and minifigures just because of the time crunch that we're in. So depending on when we get out of Nike, hopefully we're out by 12? Hopefully we get out by 12. And if we do that, then we can definitely hit Candy.
Morning. Checked in right there.
They are. You live here now, though.
11:30 on the nose. So quick audible, we're actually going to go to the Lego store. I forgot my passport, but I can just get a new one and get the Portland stamp and then get the local ones another time. And then we will still have time to go to the Canby Bricks and Minifigs. So I don't know if this is true, but I always feel like the second you see a Build-A-Bear, Lego is not far. And I think I see the logo up ahead. Thanks to Lego City, I now always check out the pad wall whenever I go to a Lego store. There wasn't much here that I wanted to get since I just got a bunch of masonry bricks. So after a quick look around the store, I got in line for the moment of truth.
Those we are out of stock.
Hi. How are you? Good. Good. Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
They were not kidding. This store is massive. Whoa. Do you see all this?
I like those. That's the size of Star Wars ships you should have.
Not the UCS.
It would fit better in the house.
It would fit better in the house. They've got the Bad Batch shuttle, but it's missing everyone but Echo. Oh, they have the Rex's ATT. That's cool. That's an old Rebel set. Bunch of TIE fighters. Some trains. I really like that Sheriff set. Oh, they got Carnage. I think they ship stuff. Clearly. Hey, there's another sheep here for you. You know, if one wasn't enough. I've never seen an entire Bionicle section at a Bricks and Minifigs before. So we found this, and there's a button. And we were told that the only way to find out what it does is to press the button. Oh, cool! That's a fun little train. Okay. That's a fun little train. And I love the whole city, if you want to call it that. And the towers. Tower 4, I think. I think that's Lord of the Rings. Wait. Pulling the button also controls the Santa, the reindeer. Look who they have. It's the blue boy himself, Thrawn. It feels like a very reasonable price. Okay, they have like every CMF series, almost.
All of the brown ones have no faces.
So I think this is just what we're walking away with. A couple of figs for the Octan team.
Okay,
That's really cool.
Thank you.
How do you feel about getting more barbecue? It is immaculate. That took us 10 minutes to polish off. If you are anywhere in the area around Lyons, Oregon, you need to check out Smoke Theory Barbecue. They are incredible and really nice people to boot. Had a great time meeting them. Fantastic barbecue. Make sure to check them out. On our way to the actual reason for this trip, the wedding. Wedding done. Did we have a good time?
Yeah.
If you made it this far, I love this cabin so much, I want to use it as inspiration for something similar in the Lego City. Our hosts have an incredible story. They bought their dream home on this land and saw it all burn up in the fires a few years ago. They rebuilt everything completely. It's incredible to see how far they've come. And I don't know about you, but when I see something like this, it reminds me to be grateful and to not sweat the little stuff. So we're packing up to make our way home, and before we left, our hosts gave us this set to give to our niece, who we told them has really been getting into Lego. Such a kind gesture. We can't wait to give it to her. Our lovely hosts, Dennis and Debbie. We had an awesome time staying here. We can't recommend this place enough. And we really can't wait to come back. I'm not sure when that will be, but I know we definitely want to come back here.
Perfect. We look forward to that.
Yeah,
visit.
Zane, Sarah, awesome guests. We loved having you here.
Thanks, guys. And of course, we return home to more Lego. Now that